All right, guys. It's time for Uptober. It is Friday, September 19th. You are watching the Coin Zone. I'm Crypto with Paul. We got a lot to go over on this Friday morning. You guys made it through another week. We made it through another week. We got Fed rate cuts. Jerome Powell, Hard Hat Powell, gave us a 25 basis point cut. The markets didn't really do much. Looks like it was already priced in. However, still a lot of bullish news that has been rolling out this week. Uptober is near. We have a lot to discuss here today, guys. A lot of memes to look at. We're going to have fun today on this Friday morning. And we're going to talk about the potential of a very, very green October. We're going to look at some charts. We're going to look at data. We're going to look at memes. It's going to be a fun stream right now. Okay, so as you guys start to roll in, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to us on YouTube. And let's get rolling here, guys. So, first off, shout out to Naive. Okay, 297,000 followers. This is a funny account, I guess. I find a lot of memes from this gentleman here. Why is there nobody on the stream yet? That is a little bit weird. There we go. All right, guys, let's get locked in here. He's not unemployed, Dad. He's just waiting for Uptober. If this is you, like the video, comment on the video. I mean, look, this is what we're going with here, guys. Okay? 25% rate cuts. Uptober is near. Bears out of ammo, right? Q4 is bullish. Now, we could take a look at some charts because, well, we're going to. Going to take a look at some stuff by Lark Davis, Leah Halpern, Altcoin Daily, All in Crypto, some more stuff from Naive here. Why don't we just share this tab instead? Yes, sir. So, driving home knowing there won't be a second date, but at least now she knows what October is, and a 25% rate cut affects the market. Yeah, that is what's going on here, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys are just tapping in with me now, make sure to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already, guys, because we're taking a look at Uptober. All right, let's get to this instead. This is our best September, which will lead to a huge Uptober. Okay, that is what we're doing here, Uptober, followed by a no-sell November and a December to remember. Wow, that was great. They should be a band. That was phenomenal. But this is pretty big news, guys. This is basically one of Bitcoin's, excuse me, this is Bitcoin's best performing September, supposedly, so far. Many accounts have been posting this chart. So, like I said, Lark Davis was out here talking about it as well. Why don't we just jump to Lark real quick? The best time to be in crypto is not Uptober. No, because that'd be too late. The best time to position yourself for the next big move is now. And he's right, guys. We talked about it yesterday. You know, I pulled up that picture. I talked about that picture of the two lines, right? There's the two lines. Bitcoin at 160,000, everyone's lined up to get it. Bitcoin at 80,000, no one's there. Why is that? Weird psychology there, guys. Flip yourself, reverse psychology. All right, Michael Scott, flip that around. You guys got to get in before the hopium, before the all-time highs, before all this stuff. Don't wait. This is retail's thing. I don't understand why it's a thing. NY, appreciate you, brother. 24 Recon, thank you for reposting the stream. Let's go. We're out here. Just hit our 1,000 subscriber mark yesterday on the stream while I was live. That was a lot of fun. This is sick. Sup, Paul? DOC tonight. I will explain how Richard Hart is a scammer. Okay. Sounds good. We will hear you out, Gandhi. Obviously Richard Hart has been a big figure in this space for a long time. He's seen walking out of a Gucci store with like 7 bags hanging out of his mouth. Not a good look. Obviously, that deterred me from the very beginning. But I'm all ears. I'm willing to hear anybody's side of the story. So it is what it is. If you got some info, Gandhi, I'll hear you out, brother. Appreciate you for tapping in on the stream. As always, we have YouTube and X, people tapping in right now. Love to see a good mix. But yeah, guys, let's just kind of continue here a little bit. I'm going to share this tab. So not only do we have Bitcoin having a great September, but we also have indicators that ETH is very close to a breakout. Maybe Ethereum will be past 5K for more than 3 seconds this time. We'll see, right? Everybody's been waiting. Oh, ETH to 5K. I said it a long time on the stream. Said it on a while for the stream this past month. You know, in August, I said ETH to 5K. Once we get over that, could be a catalyst. Alts will start to run. Well, ETH got over 5K for a second and a half, and then it just dropped back down, and then like really nothing happened, right? However, things are starting to change, guys. Okay, we will see the hashtag altcoin season start to kick off once this happens. Okay, so why don't we take a look at this chart? We have a clear resistance and support that's being met, which once you see this pattern could lead to a breakout. Okay, Ethereum is close to breaking out, guys. Now, we already talked about this. Hasn't really been doing that much on the week, on the month. Still outperforming Bitcoin slightly, which is a good sign. But yeah, guys, bullish pennant. If you guys aren't paying attention to this, maybe you should. Ethereum supply shock is real. Ethereum reserves just hit the lowest levels in years, guys. Okay, so every dip is bought by whales and institutions. Tom Lee is leading the charge. Many institutions are out here looking to buy up a lot of Ethereum now, maybe possibly even stake Ethereum. Robinhood is offering staking Ethereum. The less Ethereum on exchanges, the less to sell. What does that also mean? Well, it means that so many people are running to exchanges to buy some that they're running out. That is a huge sign. More scarcity is explosive upside. Ignore this and you will be buying ETH at 5 digits. Well, that's a big statement. 5 digits. Imagine that, guys. Over 10K. Gandhi, I think when we were on the stream last week, brother, you guys were talking about ETH going to 18K, kind of following a similar pattern than what Bitcoin has done in the past. Maybe we can break that down too. That would be very interesting. If you guys happen to believe that, if ETH is going to follow a trajectory as Bitcoin did in the past, let me know. That's an interesting take. Like I said, we look at everything here in the coin zone. If there's a chart that says it, that shows it, if there's good sentiment behind it, I'm all ears. So let's take a look. Let's switch over to altcoin daily. Bitcoin at an all-time high, Ethereum at an all-time high, BNB at an all-time high, guys. Solana just passed 250 yesterday. But this is what I want to focus on right here. BNB is at an all-time high. Okay. Why is that more important than most things? Well, we just talked about Ethereum supply on exchanges being at an all-time low, right? Binance is at an all-time high. Binance is the biggest global exchange, okay? When Binance goes at an all-time high historically, that means that retail is freaking here, guys. That means normally exchanges might pump first because obviously that's where the attention is going. People are flooding the exchange with a ton of capital to buy ETH, Bitcoin, whatever it is. But Binance does well because of it. You know, we saw OKX, I believe, last month too, hit an all-time high. They were up like an insane amount. Coinbase is crashing. Coinbase crashed like once or twice this month, I believe. What does that mean? It means that there's a lot of activity going on, guys. There's a lot of trading, a lot of buying, a lot of selling happening at once, and the system can't take it. So these are all clear signs that in the past, when all this stuff has happened, we have altcoin season. Now, again, just going back to this, everything I just said, met with a 25% basis cut, rate cut, met with the SEC approving ETFs. You know, we have Grayscale's large cap fund that was just approved. That went live yesterday. That's Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, what is it, Solana and Cardano. All got the green light, guys. This is insane. Okay, all of this coupled at the same time. Like, this is just ready for an explosive move up. And then you have Donald Trump yesterday, the president of the United States, tweeting a meme of himself sitting at a desk with monitors in front of him with charts on the screen, with talking about Intel and chips. the president, guys. Like, this guy's a freaking troll. It's hilarious. Not in a bad way. He's just trying to pump the markets. And, you know, when S&P's at an all-time high and the stock market's at an all-time high, you can't hate on it, because what he's doing and what he's saying is going to happen, it's happening. So at this point, it might be wiser to start listening to this guy. And if he's going to tell you, hey, right now is the best time to get in, you know, you guys are going to do very well over the next 6 to 12 months, which is what he's literally saying out loud. Well, then maybe take his advice. Bro is making deals right now with crypto.com. World Liberty Financial's doing their thing. Whether bad or good, we have videos on that. Go check that out on YouTube, guys. Go to the Coin Zone on YouTube. We did a full video on World Liberty Financial, what's happening there with Justin Sun. Go check that out, guys. Very interesting things. So, yeah, just be locked in right now, guys. I know people have been saying it all year in regards to 2025 and altcoin season and, you know, the 4-year cycles. I think maybe some people expected more euphoric price action moves to happen by now. You know, normally when you see Bitcoin at an all-time high and Ethereum close and near to it, you know, alts start to go, but we haven't really seen that yet. We're still waiting for alts to do their thing. Now, I mean this when I say this. I know people have been saying it all of 2025, but these next 3 months could genuinely be life-changing. And that's not just me saying that. This is not investment advice. You know, we're just looking at everything. I say this every single time in the stream, guys. This is not investment advice. Make your own decisions. Do your own research. However, when we're looking at everything, the charts are saying it. Some of the best TA guys that I follow on YouTube have been saying it. Altcoin Daily's tweeting about it. Daily, almost, right? No pun intended. But right now, Q4 could look insane. And again, things move quickly in crypto. It's not going to wait for you. The train is going to leave the station, whether you're on it or not. And you can see 200, 300% moves in a month. That's just what happens. This is the world of crypto. This is not the stock market. So if you're new to this, guys, and you want to make money in crypto, again, this is not investment advice, but my advice would be to you is just get locked in right now. Just start paying attention. Don't get distracted by nonsense. There's a lot of nonsense going on in the world right now. It's tough. It's tough to keep your focus. We want to lend our attention to so many different things. But right now, especially if you're like me and you've been in this for 4+ years, you got to get locked in right now, or else, you can miss opportunities that you won't get again, possibly ever, or in 4 years from now, right? If you're one who thinks that the Bitcoin 4-year cycles are dead, well, then maybe we have to reevaluate everything, right? Because we've never seen institutions like this before. We've never had positive legislation like this before. We've never seen a global presence and a global attention on the eyes of Bitcoin and crypto at this point, right? We saw South Korea just launched a stablecoin on Avalanche. It's not just Bitcoin at this point, guys. Hyperliquid is doing so much right now. MetaMask is just teaming up with Hyperliquid in a sense right now. ETH is just taking over in regards to being the chosen layer for stablecoins to be built on top of. So much is happening right now. Solana is still doing its thing. Sui is getting so much attention. I talked about yesterday, Raoul Pal, Kevin O'Leary, 2 big Solana guys in the past completely look like they're flipping. Raoul Pal is on the board of Sui now, I believe. Kevin O'Leary is attending the Sui event. Sui seems to be the Solana of last cycle. Chat, let me know what you guys think about that. I don't know if it's going to run up insane, like we saw Solana do in 2020, 2021, whatever it was, price action wise. But I mean, God, man, like Sui could print right now. It really could. So keep your eyes on all this, guys. There's a lot going on. Say has a partnership with crypto.com. Say is doing a lot. Say has an ETF in the works now, I believe, as well. So much going on, guys. And even this guy, Mr. Adam Back, getting ready for Uptober. Everyone's talking about Uptober. When I was looking at the tweets this morning, I was looking at the history of Uptober. Last year, 2024, you could have found 1 million tweets about Uptober. in the past, million tweets about Uptober. This is nothing new. And because we got this, it looks like we're going to see Uptober, guys. This is just what it is, okay? So get locked in. Maybe take a page out of Adam Back's book. If you guys don't know who Adam Back is, he's been in the world of cryptography before Bitcoin was even a thing. Okay? Adam Back wrote some of the papers that ended up contributing to what Bitcoin became. Hashcash. This was before Bitcoin. This guy's been in the space for a minute. He's also made insane price predictions, like 250,000, 1 million in the next year to 40 years or so. Very interesting, guys. Just want to tell you to lock in. Let's take a look at Leah Halpern. A lot of mixed feelings about Leah Halpern. Leah Halpern came on the scene pretty big last cycle, I would say. 3 bullish signals right now. She, interviewed Andrew Tate. She was very popular at the time. Then people accuse her of scamming and pump and dumps and things like this. That's your discretion. Form your own opinions. We're just going to take a look at one of her tweets and then a quick video of hers. And then we're going to take a look at 2 tweets, a couple charts from All In Crypto talking about XRP and HBAR. Okay? Right now we're with Leah. 3 bullish signals right now. Number 1, whales moving. Okay? We're not talking about the ocean, guys. Okay? Exchanges drying up. We already covered this, right? ETH on exchanges is nearing all-time lows. There's not a lot left. I've also heard the same thing about Bitcoin recently. Coinbase is crashing. Binance at an all-time high. And then number 3, altcoin dominance increasing. We took a look at the charts yesterday. The altcoin index was at 80. It's very high. Just last week, 2 weeks ago, whatever it was at 68, I think it was. Dropped back down a little bit, popped back up. Now we're at 80. It's a huge signal, guys. But she says, Uptober approaches. Remember this one thing. Tops only look obvious once it's behind us. It's good advice. That's good advice. Basically, she's saying what I'm trying to drive home to you guys. Tops only look obvious once it's behind us. Basically saying, don't miss it. Look at the charts. Have a good exit strategy. Okay, don't just throw things at the wall, see it sticks, watch things go up crazy and think it's just going to continue to go up and go up and go up and go up, and you're going to be a millionaire. It's not always the case, guys. Take profits when you can. Just be smart about it. Let's go to this video about Leah Halpern. Okay, just a quick 130-minute video. All right, let's listen to Leah and her British accent, and then go from there.
Okay, so I'm looking at the crypto market right now, and I think that the setup for October is actually looking really bullish. And there are 3 indicators that I'm watching. So the first one is Bitcoin dominance and altcoin dominance. Right now, Bitcoin dominance is coming down and altcoin dominance is increasing. So this is really bullish because it means that the money is moving from Bitcoin to all the other different altcoins. And this typically is a great setup for altcoin season. The money is moving into altcoins, meaning altcoin season is coming. The second indicator is the fact that the Bitcoin spot ETF saw $1.7 billion of inflows in the last week. This is actually the highest recorded number since mid-July, when Bitcoin was rallying, breaking all-time highs every single day. So right now, there's clearly a lot of institutional backing for Bitcoin, which is very good for the rest of the crypto market. And thirdly, whales are moving money, and the money on exchanges is drying up. This typically means that whales aren't looking to sell, they're looking to hold right now in preparation for one last blow off top. Now, like I've always said, we have been in a bull run for nearly 2 years. So I do believe Q4 is going to be bullish, but make sure you take some profit. I think we're going to end up moving sideways throughout 2026 and then slowly come down and crash Q4 2026. And here's the thing, the top of the market always looks extremely obvious in hindsight. Play these next few weeks very, very carefully.
Yeah. So I definitely agree with Leah here, guys. Like I said, people have accused her of things. I haven't really seen it myself. I don't know, haven't dug into it. But I think what she's saying here and what she's trying to drive home is super important. And if, you've been accumulating and you've been getting ready for this mega giga Chad bull run that everyone's talking about, and what so many of us have been waiting for 4 years now. You got to lock in right now because you can let a lot of those gains slip past you if you're not focused. So again, the tops look pretty obvious in the hindsight, right? But once it's happening, unfolding in front of our eyes in real time, it's real hard to actually take profits. It's a lot easier to take a screenshot and show your friend and say, look at this, and then 2 months later, you're down 60%. And like that nice pump that you once had is gone. And did you take profits? If you didn't, you're probably going to be kicking yourself. So don't let that happen, guys. Okay. And I have a good idea. I have good advice for you. Okay. To not let that happen, what you can do is subscribe to us here at the Coin Zone. Why is that? Because I'm going live 5 days a week, guys. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm out here. We're covering things. Get with it, okay? The train's going to leave the station. We're hopping on board. PMAT, I got my ticket. We're out here. We're going on a global tour, just like the SEC and Hester Pierce. Going to meet with individuals around the country, crypto firms, saying, hey, guys, how you doing? We're going to give you guys positive legislation and clarity, and things are going to be all gravy. That's what we're seeing. Okay, shout out to Paul Atkins. Shout out to, man, you know what? Let's call a bit audible. We're going to do an audible here real quick, okay? Actually, first, let's just show this. I talked about All In Crypto. All In Crypto is a good YouTube channel. I've been watching this stuff for a little bit now. But XRP community, HBAR community. This is what we're going to be looking at real quick. HBAR has been in the news as of late. A couple articles, might have been like CoinDesk, I believe, talking about kind of shakiness with HBAR and, what's going on. Is it like declining? Is that okay? Blah, blah, blah. Relax. Zoom out and shut up. HBAR is just fine, guys. HBAR's tech is insane. Lehman Baird, however you pronounce his name, with the sunken in eyes. He's a very smart man. Don't sleep on him, even though he looks like he was sleeping for a long time and he just woke up from a nap. All right, I'll pull him up. I'll pull a picture of him up for you guys. HBAR CEO, Lehman Baird. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. There we go. All right, I'll pull that image up in a second. But back to HBAR, guys. All In Crypto says, like clockwork, HBAR's breakout and retest confirmed. Blue skies ahead. Get ready for Uptober and Govember. That's a new one. Govember. Okay. Everyone's getting real creative here as of late. Very nice to see. But as you guys can see, similar patterns that we were looking at before with some of these other charts. Seems like everything is very similar right now. A lot of these altcoins have similar moves. People saying the DOT comeback is going to be insane. People talking about Avalanche, similar charts looking the same. And I think that could be true too. Polkadot, the community just agreed, I think, to cap the supply at a certain amount. Really cool to see in industry, in a community, come together and make a decision like that. So shout out to the Polkadot community. If you're out there, I thought that was super cool. Also, let's just switch over to XRP, because the XRP community, you guys are the biggest community I've ever seen, and possibly the most on edge community. Not to talk bad, but you guys will like murder somebody if they don't agree with you. It's insane. Okay. Hope you're locked in, troops. XRP's breakout and retest confirmed. Uptober, baby. Uptober ahead. Yes, Uptober has been a thing, guys. Okay. Now, let's just go over to Coinbase real quick. We're going to take a look at some charts. All right. I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and we're going to put some other things on the screen in the meantime. As you're looking at my face and this crummy green screen behind me, getting rid of half of my body, why don't you just like the video and make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Okay, now we were on Coinbase. Love to see it. So what's going on in the markets today, guys? Bitcoin is down. ETH is down. XRP is down. Everything is down. Why? What is happening here? ADA is down 4%. Dogecoin down nearly 7%. Hyperliquid down 5%. What is going on today, guys? SUI down 7%. AVAX still only down 2%. Probably still doing better than anything on the week. What is going on, guys? What is happening? World Liberty Financial up? That's us. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Uptober, the sentiment's there. Everyone's very hype. Everyone's very excited. We got rate cuts. We got this grayscale large cap fund approved, and absolutely none of them, the coins in that, are doing well. XRP was on that, Solana was on that, Cardano was on that, ETH, Bitcoin, they're all down. What's going on, guys? Who's selling right now? Is this manipulation? What's going on? Someone comment. Let me know, chat. What are we seeing right now? This is a bit strange. Yeah, guys, why don't we just do this instead? Look at this guy. This is who I was talking about. H-bars. Yeah, I didn't pronounce his name right. I got close. I didn't spell his name right. But if, you know, I don't like making fun of people or anything like this. This guy is probably can run circles around me in regards to intelligence. But I just feel like there's something weird about his eyes or something. He kind of he reminds me of, speaking of Uptober and Halloween, he kind of reminds me of, what is it? Halloween Town? What is it? The Jack? What is it? Oh, Jesus Christ. You guys are going to rip me for this. What's the one movie with the skeleton guy, Jack, whatever? That's who he kind of reminds me of. What's going on here? I don't know. That smile is just, I don't know. And obviously this is Charles Hoskinson, as you guys know. They've spoken a lot of positive things about one another. Two great, awesome guys in the crypto industry pushing the space forward. Love to see it. No hate. I'm not chilling. I'm not pooping on anybody, guys. Just pointing out. Okay. Shout out to H-bar. Lot going for H-bar. 100% agree with that. And yes. So I don't remember the direction that we were going to take it before, but just looking at the markets, I really don't know what's going on here, guys. You know, we talked about earlier, I just put a short out this morning on the channel for the coin zone here. We took a deep dive into Shiba. More information's coming out about Shiba, guys. If you're watching right now, chat, and you're in the Shiba industry, or community, excuse me, and you're a Shiba holder, maybe tell me if I'm wrong, okay? But things are not looking good. The SHIB Doge chart looks pretty bad for SHIB, okay? Let's zoom out a bit. On the year, SHIB is down, okay? As of this morning, it was around 7%. Now it's closer to 9%. So just still going in the wrong direction. I don't know. Let's go to Doge. Doge is up 152% on the year compared to -8, almost -9 for SHIB. Not good, guys. You know, I'm seeing a lot, and it's still here, right? It's still a top 30 in regards to market cap, even bigger than Polkadot. It's insane. But again, Pepe's up 35% on the year. Pepe is just getting a lot of attention. What else? Well, Pengu. Where's Pengu? Pengu's up 13% on the year, but better than -9. Okay. Bonk. Let's go to Bonk. Bonk is up 35% on the year. These are all newer meme coins that have completely stolen the spotlight from Shiba. All right. And Dogecoin just seems to be the OG daddy meme. You know, if Elon Musk tweets about it, maybe that's why people hold it, just in the off chance Elon talks about it and then randomly it spikes 100% in a day. Who knows? But it seems to have an extremely strong community. And with meme coins, that's like 50% of all that matters. Now, Shiba has seemingly a good community. I mean, if it's still a top 30 cryptocurrency, that means people are holding it. So, you know, I'm not going to sit here and I'm going to write it off and say, if you're holding it, you're stupid or anything like that. No, that's not what I'm saying at all. But, however, you look at it, why do a lot of the 2017 cryptocurrencies that did well, why aren't they around anymore? Same thing in 2021. Same thing in, 2014. There were cryptos that were in the top 10 that were doing good, but why are they gone now? Because newer ones came and stole the spotlight. The tech might have been better, etc. Whatever, the narrative might have been better, whatever it was. But if Shiba's not keeping up with the times, and the Bonks and the Pengus of the world are stealing the spotlight, that's not good. And if it continues to bleed, then it might incentivize holders to sell. So, I don't know, guys. like I said, if you're in the Shiba community and you're holding, comment, let me know what you think. To me, just kind of doing a little bit of a more deep dive into it this morning and last night, doesn't look good. As you guys know on this channel, I'm very open about my trades and what I do and hold on this channel, and in general. I don't really trade, I just buy and hold, but I'm a big fan of SNEC, which is the #1 leading meme coin on Cardano. That's my play, right? That's how I'm basically putting leverage on my ADA. Now, SNEC is completely grassroots. They have their own products. In my opinion, that's the way to win as a meme coin. All right. You have an insanely strong community, but then you're actually doing more to provide for that community, right? Like Pengu, for example. Pengu is taking over in Asian markets with stuffed animals and stuff like that in digital products. So they're doing physical and digital. SNEC has their own energy drink. They're also doing other things as well. They got a great team behind them. If no one's really building out that team, or if there's no team to really build out the project, which I think there is in Shiba. I know they had the Shiborium or whatever it's called. I definitely messed that up, pronounced that wrong, but I mean, seemingly things are still being built on it, but I don't know, guys. It's the price action and the attention just seems to not be there anymore. But let me know what you guys think about that. It's still Uptober. We still have a million bullish things to look at and be happy about. So make sure to sub. In the meantime, follow us on X, because once October comes around and we see this green uptick, which I believe we will see just based off of history and charts. Like I said, Bitcoin is having a great September. When we see this, we have a great October. Q4 could be insane, guys. So make sure to lock in. Make sure to tap in when I go live again. I'll be live again here shortly in a little bit, and then we're going to call it for the weekend. But it's Friday, guys, September 19th. We made it through another week. We made it through Hard Hat Powell's rate cuts, and the markets really didn't do anything. So we'll see what happens next week. Stick around. I'm Crypto with Paul. I'll see you guys in a bit.